many houses do you own?
You got a Rolex. Bro, don't talk about houses you own. You own like a shack.
What are you getting out of it?
I got more money than you.
Why are you being a baby? Ooh. Hey!
Jack Doherty turned the Island Boys' fame into a nightmare, leaving them broke, lost, and allegedly homeless. Can you believe that? Jack Dye is being called the man who single-handedly wrecked the Island Boys' careers and tore apart their whole image. Wild, right? Some people still argue it's not Jack's fault, but once you dig deeper and see how he allegedly planned everything, your jaw will drop. He's even being compared to names like Johnny Somali and Vitaly Doherty. Except here's the scary part. Jack Dye knows how to play the system. He's got money, influence, and allegedly enough pull to twist situations in his favor. That's why he's walking free while others get crushed. Money really does talk, and Jack Dye's been using it to silence anyone in his way. Over the years, he's reportedly destroyed more than just the Island Boys' careers. Names like Joshua Block, Neon, and even others in the influencer world have fallen victim to his manipulation. In this video, we're breaking down how Jack Doherty allegedly conspired to ruin the Island Boys' lives from the inside out.
Is say you buy your house at $5 million and it's worth $7 million, you have $2 million of equity because you haven't sold it. That's what equity is, buddy.
You didn't sell it because the property you got finessed by it. Nobody wants your property.
Can I say something?
What are you talking about? I'm not trying to sell my land, idiot. You don't work hard, bro. That's why you show me your house, bro. Pan around your house.
See, both Jack Doherty and the Island Boys are controversial names, but their downfall didn't happen by accident. Sure, the Island Boys made their own mistakes, but teaming up with Jack Doherty was the biggest one of all. He used their fame for clout, milked their presence for views, and once he was done, he tossed them aside. That's where everything started to spiral. When Jack Doherty first teamed up with the Island Boys, everyone thought it would be a major win for both sides, a viral match made in heaven. But behind the scenes, Jack was already showing his manipulative side. He reportedly pressured them into doing risky, humiliating stunts, all for the sake of views and clout. From that point on, things went downhill fast. Jack kept milking their fame, making sure every collaboration benefited him the most. Slowly but surely, he set them up for failure without them even realizing it. The two kept working together, but the bomb was fake, built on control and exploitation. And who can forget that shocking moment when Jack Doherty completely humiliated the Island Boys live on stream?
Get away from me, bro. You told me to get to your face. Do you not remember?
Face, dog.
Bro, are you serious?
Yeah,
Are you hold on. Are you serious? Why'd you push me?
Back away, Chris.
Why'd you push me? Hold on.
Nothing in your name.
Look at him. It was brutal. The Island Boys were fuming. They couldn't even hold back their anger after being disrespected like that in front of everyone. From that point on, everything started collapsing fast. Day after day, the Island Boys' image kept getting worse. And behind it all was Jack Doherty's manipulative hand pulling the strings. But here's the real twist. The public only saw what Jack wanted them to see. He was secretly working behind the scenes, setting them up, making them look like complete fools while he played innocent. People online kept bashing the Island Boys for their reckless behavior, but no one realized Jack Doherty was the one framing the whole picture. He cleverly edited and twisted clips, turning every embarrassing moment into proof that they were the problem, while he walked away clean.
Whatever reason, get away from me. All right, I'm letting you know, all right?
Hold on, what'd you say?
I said, why are you next to me right now? I'm talking to him.
You act like I'm gonna do something to you.
I don't know you.
I'm sorry about that, sir. Thank you. I have the plate at home.
And it didn't stop there. Jack Dye kept using the Island Boys as punchlines for content, treating them like living memes instead of real people. Remember those awkward clips where Jack asked them stuff like, "What does equity mean?" And they couldn't answer? He'd laugh, mock them, and say things like, "They're broke," right on camera. It was cruel, calculated, and meant to destroy their reputation even further. But here's the crazy part. After everything that happened, the Island Boys still kept hanging around Jack Dye. Sounds unbelievable, right? But there's a reason. Jack knew exactly how to play them. He understood they were desperate for money, and all he had to do was flash a little cash and they'd come running back. He knew their weakness, and he used it every single time. See, both sides carried their own shady habits, but Jack's manipulation took things to another level. The drama didn't stop. It actually got worse with each meeting. Jack Dye would invite the Island Boys over, act innocent like he was the victim, then start pushing their buttons just to get a reaction. Once they finally snapped, he'd throw them out and record everything. just like in that viral video where he kicked them out of his house.
Let me get your badge.
I know you're trying to get clout and all that too.
Let me get your badge.
Chill.
No. This had nothing to do with you.
It was all part of his twisted show. So what did Jack Doherty actually gain from all this chaos? Everything. He got endless content, millions of views, and fat stacks of cash, while the Island Boys were left with nothing but shame. Their reputation crashed, their fan base turned against them, and they became the internet's favorite target for mockery. Meanwhile, Jack was laughing all the way to the bank. But here's the harsh truth. Jack could only pull this off because the Island Boys had their own shady side too. If they weren't already surrounded by controversy, he wouldn't have been able to use them so easily. It was like two toxic forces feeding off each other. And now, the internet has no mercy for them. The comment sections are brutal. People constantly mocking them for their wild behavior. One person even wrote, Epstein Island Boys, while another cruelly said hepatitis A and B in human form. The humiliation just never ends.
One thing about me is I've never been no. That's one thing about me. Tell that to give me his dash number and his name right now. I'm famous. I'm more famous than anybody here. I'll put him up. I'm famous.
Can you believe how far the hate has gone? People now compare the Island Boys to germs. One comment literally said, I have no idea what came out of their mouths. While another read, honestly, the saying, stop making stupid people famous, has never been more true. Someone else even wrote, these young kids have a lot to learn. They don't realize how many phases you go through in failed ventures before you figure life out. They messed themselves up way too early. Brutal, right? At this point, it's clear. The public has completely turned against the Island Boys. Sure, Jack Dye destroyed their lives from behind the scenes, but let's be real. Their own shady behavior made things 10 times worse. They came off like total villains, and Jack used that image perfectly to keep himself clean while profiting off their downfall. Can you believe what it's come to? The Island Boys have sunk so low that even the police are humiliating them now. Just look at their faces. Totally exposed, defeated, and embarrassed in front of everyone. It's hard to watch. And if that's not wild enough, they actually tried to fight back against the cops. Fly Soldier literally tried to swing at them. You can see it clearly in the footage. It's complete chaos. But here's the thing. Did you notice how Jack Doherty was behind the camera, smirking the whole time? He treated the Island Boys like they were just props in his circus. Every clip, every reaction. It was all about making them look like clowns while he played the calm, smart one. His expression said it all. To him, the Island Boys weren't friends or collaborators. They were just toys for content. Can you even imagine this madness? The Island Boys have turned into complete jokers at this point.
You're saying you are short as in real life. Oh my God. But go to the intercom.
Yeah, right? Then
Okay. Do you see yourself?
You're broke.
Do you see yourself?
You're broke.
Do you see?
One of them literally tried to fight the police. And when the officers called him infamous, he shouted back saying he was famous because everyone knows him. Like, seriously? That level of delusion is wild. But it doesn't stop there. In another video, Jack Doherty himself was getting humiliated, rejected by McDonald's workers who clearly wanted nothing to do with him. So what did he do? He dragged the Island Boys right into it, using them to stir chaos and mess with those same employees. That's Jack's move every single time. Create drama, shift the blame, and make the Island Boys look like the villains. He keeps dodging consequences while they keep taking the fall. Wait, what? The Island Boys actually had the nerve to call the staff broke? That's insane. They were literally standing there, unable to get food, practically begging for it, and still had the audacity to insult the workers. The irony is wild. I mean, let's be real. Those staff members are probably making way more money than the Island Boys do in a whole month now. Yet here they are, trying to act superior while their own careers are falling apart. It's honestly disgusting behavior. Pure entitlement on display. The staff did the right thing by refusing to serve them. That moment showed everyone exactly who the Island Boys have become. Not victims, not stars, just proof of how low arrogance and bad decisions can drag someone down. It's crazy, but it actually looks like Jack Doherty was using the Island Boys as his part-time bodyguards. Whenever his real security wasn't around, he'd call them up to tag along, like they were his personal muscle. But come on, everyone knows the Island Boys aren't built for that. They can't even defend themselves properly, let alone protect someone like Jack. And get this, in another wild moment caught on camera, Jack Doherty actually got attacked by the Island Boys' own wife. She went straight after Jack and his girlfriend, turning the whole scene into pure chaos. This right here proves it. The Island Boys weren't just reckless, they were being used. Jack Doherty even dragged the Island Boys' own wife into his shady schemes just to create content that would keep him relevant. That's how far he was willing to go. And what's even more twisted is how Jack kept repeating the cycle. Whenever the Island Boys tried to walk away, he'd lure them back with fake promises of helping them rebuild, only to use them again for more viral chaos. He knew their struggles, their desperation, and he weaponized it for clout. Behind every so-called collab, there was a setup waiting to happen. Another scene of public embarrassment, another clip to feed his channel. In the end, Jack Doherty didn't just exploit their fame, he exploited their downfall, turning two lost artists into walking punchlines just to keep his own spotlight shining. And here's the real reason the Island Boys ended up broke and homeless. It all traces back to Jack Doherty's manipulation. From day one, he saw their fame as nothing more than a tool for his personal gain. He humiliated them during live streams, poked at their tempers until they exploded, and then turned their outbursts into viral moments to boost his own image. Every time the Island Boys messed up, Jack was right there, spinning the story to make them look like the villains while he played the innocent genius. Because of all this chaos, brands, fans, and even potential collaborators completely lost trust in the Island Boys. No one wanted to associate with them anymore. People only saw their wild mistakes and reckless outbursts, not the quiet manipulation happening behind the scenes by Jack Doherty. Their reputation collapsed faster than anyone could imagine. Once their image was gone, everything else followed. No sponsorships, no shows, no business deals. The money stopped coming in, and the fame that once made them stars became their downfall. With no career, no support system, and no one willing to help, they hit rock bottom. Broke, homeless, and publicly humiliated. Jack Doherty didn't just damage their image, he systematically destroyed everything they built. Every step, every downfall, every public meltdown was part of his plan for profit. He controlled them, exploited them, and then discarded them once they were no longer useful. So what do you think about all of this? Was it karma or pure manipulation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wild celebrity breakdowns.